Well, in the KDP, obviously there was nothing as extreme after Silme and Jean died in the KDP, but there were, I think at demonstrations and pickets, there were photographs taken of activists or people that participated in that. In the Marcos visit, when he finally came to visit in the United States, I think it was in '83, there were strongmen that were at those pickets that physically intimidated people. We know that there was information traded with Philippine intelligence and naval intelligence because of freedom of information papers that were obtained from naval intelligence. So all of our activities, especially the big ones like the Far West Convention or the Student Confederation meetings or even Committee for Justice meetings, we know that they were being surveilled and that information was traded with the Philippines. We know that, there was one national security document that was surfaced that showed that Philippine agents were sent into this country with the task of what they said was moving on the anti-Marcos movement, and in intelligence language that means doing physical physical acts against the movement. And so we know that that level of intimidation not only was in terms of information exchange, but also physical intimidation. And so, that's why we were led to believe that and prove that Silme and Jean's death, was the ultimate in terms of those activities, but there were also different levels of activities that intelligence was doing. Now, in other Filipino organizations that were carrying out some of the same type of work around the Marcos, trying to overthrow the Marcos dictatorship, there were other instances of murders that have never been proven. Primitivo Mijares, who was a journalist, a media person from the Philippines, and was based here in the United States, ended up missing on a return trip back to the Philippines, and his body has never been found, and who was responsible has never been found, although all fingers point to the Marcos dictatorship. But those were in the other movements of actually the more elite Filipino leaders of the anti-Marcos movement.